I got it. Do you have your passport? Did you get your shots? Girl, would you like to come back with Rob to America? America, America.
Do you have your passport?
Did you get your shots?
Girl, would you come?
And all the listeners are gone. The listeners are gone before they came.
Well, this is another time where I'm like, imagine if that's their first episode listening.
Oh man, they're
you
gonna be
know
like, that song was beautiful. Who was that magic man making that beautiful music? Then they do a bit of a deep dive and they find out about the man himself.
It's Robert. It's Robert
Kelly.
Kelly.
Oh man,
That is
man,
the most beautiful start to a podcast ever.
absolutely. So we've reloaded the soundboard. Last time you would have heard us really indulging in the soundboard.
And they were just generic sounds.
They came with the soundboard, but we've upped it a little bit, and I've already forgot the buttons, so we could go for a bit of a tour again.
We're going to start this podcast with another soundboard tour. I know you love them.
Konnichiwa, first of all.
Oh, yeah. Ohio.
Gozaimasu.
Tutto bene. That's Italian.
Spaghetti.
Tutto bene. Guten Tag.
That was a goat.
That was a goat, a Chinese
goat.
Chinese goat.
Yeah, that's my favorite dish.
I got in this massive argument, not to go about China or this early on.
Wow, who with? Family.
With my mum.
You love debating with your mum.
I love it so much. And she loves it. She's the one who taught me just to be annoying. She taught me if there's an argument,
so we can blame her.
take the other side just to argue. She would do that all the time.
That's a risky suggestion.
Well, she didn't. She was likes playing devil's advocate because initially it taught us to think growing up.
Okay, let's give it a go. I think women should have rights. Go, Frenchy.
And are you saying, this is what my mum would say, she'd probably go, what sort of rights do they not have now?
Equal pay.
In which countries?
All.
In all. And what do you think you can do to ensure that they get equal pay? So it's not always sometimes she doesn't just go flat out, no, they don't. Right. She'll just be like, how do I make you think more, like really annoying, like therapist type questions? Like,
yeah,
what?
Right.
What are we talking
about? How does
now?
that make you feel, them not having equal rights?
And is it a myth? Is it a myth? I didn't get in an argument with my mum about that. She's like, she's talking about, what are you going to do in your next tour? Are you gonna evolve it a bit more? I'm like, in your next stand-up show? I'm like, yeah, probably. I want to do this big bit about how they eat dogs in China.
She would have loved that.
So I don't know if I will write a bit about that. It's mostly to troll her. And this is what I'm glad I got her. She goes, they don't eat dogs in China. Stop being racist. I go, Mum, I think you'll find they do. And there's actually a festival which celebrates and they eat dogs from the street.
That's fucked.
Because that's not true. So she starts Googling in front of me and my dad. She goes very quiet. She goes, oh, this is... Well, it's not all of them. It's only 30%. I go, 30% of 1 billion people is a lot of fucking
That's
people, Mum. And then she starts trying to read me out this diary of a man. I go, am I correct? She goes, well, listen to this. So this is from the story of Ansel, some Asian name, I don't know.
Sure.
And there was this diary of how he was growing up. He had a pet dog. It goes missing one night.
Oh, no.
The fucking neighbor ate it.
Jesus.
And it was like this really sad 3-page story. So what started me trying to troll my mum has me just really sad. I'm like, this is the
You're
saddest.
all crying around the table.
I left. I go, why the fuck are you reading me this, Mum? And I left the apartment.
Oh, no. Jeez. And your mum was just like...
Please explain.
That was the best. You nailed that. Oh. So I don't know how so I started, what were we talking about?
Arguing.
So that was how that argument started. We were talking about soundboard. We're taking you on a quick tour.
That's perfect China. Why did we miss that before? That's how China sound. I'll tell you what I think this has come from.
The pokies. That sounds like a Chinese pokey machine.
So I searched .mp3 I was actually looking for your soundboard clips.
Okay.
And I think because I downloaded the other, maybe a month ago. I was like, fuck, I'll tell you what was a sick game. Age of Empires 2.
Age of Empires was the best game ever.
And it downloaded all the sounds. So, so I think that's it when you get invaded by China. That's one of the sounds.
I don't think it was specifically China. I think there was like Byzantians and Egyptians and all this sort of.
And they just play that sound. It's like when
Persians.
they work. And
Yeah.
stuff.
When you cut.
Fuck off.
Oh,
Frenchy, don't be so rude. I got a little Frenchy grab.
Fuck off.
That's good.
Fuck, there's some hate behind that.
I'm gonna use that one a few times. Age of Empires came free in a cereal box.
I remember that. Yeah, that was
that
the
number
best.
1 or was that number 2?
I think it was number 2.
Wow.
Number 2 was really good.
You don't get enough free shit in cereal boxes anymore.
I don't really buy cereal.
Because you don't get free shit. If
Maybe
you've got a
that's
computer
why.
game
Fuck yeah.
or
I
a
don't have a
sex toy in a cereal.
I don't have a disc reader anymore.
No, if they're like every box of Nutri-Grain, you'll get a Crash Bandicoot or a sex toy. You're like, I'm going to buy that cereal,
yeah.
aren't I?
True. Nutri-Grains are kind of like a sex
Or
toy.
a handkerchief.
The shape of them. It's like a really small double cock ring.
It's like I guess if you glue 2 Nutri-Grains together, it's like an erect penis.
You could go to town on that.
Get Iron Man food, baby. That's Iron Man food.
Yeah, that's
It was weird that Nutri-Grain they're like, you know what, who needs to promote this is Iron Man.
Yeah, because it's a pretty sugary cereal, to be honest.
Now I know more about health, which
Do you?
everyone's been teaching me. Apparently Boost Juice isn't healthy.
Yeah, dude.
What the fuck is that?
They put a lot of just
It's
regular
juice, healthy, boost. Oh, I want a boost. That makes no sense. And you watch most of the time they chop up fruit in front of you. So how is
And then
that?
they just pour in generic fruit juice a lot of the time.
It's like knowing that Santa Claus isn't real or God isn't
What?
real.
Don't be putting that out there on our podcast.
Fuck off.
You know what I mean? We have too much fun.
We are recording this on a Sunday.
Yeah.
So Tom's in a very good mood,
No.
which I do. He's angry when we're setting up, but it's
Because Frenchy's so annoying when we're trying to set up. Like his brain can't decipher. Maybe give Tom a second to set up. He's trying to do something. He just starts singing in the most annoying voice you've ever heard.
I was playing this song. There's 2 songs which go for 10 hours. There's the He-Man. They do a high-pitched version of hey, I said, hey, what's going on? So I did that for a good 5 minutes and he didn't break. Then I put on the Gandalf Europop nod, which just goes down.
But it wasn't even just that. You were singing in a really annoying voice for ages into the microphone.
Well, my singing voice is annoying. So even if it was my good voice, it would have been annoying.
Yeah. I agree.
You know when your friends are getting more and more annoyed and you're like, I know I'm being annoying now. I'm trying to poke him mentally in the brain with my voice.
And this is all I want to say.
Fuck off. Boy, is your name homework? Because I'm not doing you and I should be.
What was that one?
I don't know what that's from.
Boy, is your name homework? Because I'm not doing you and I don't know what that's from.
That's from a Tinder chat.
Ah, yeah, it is. It is. It is. So, and when Tom's setting up, because we haven't seen each other for so long, at least a week, we don't really talk about what happened because we want to save the fresh stories to tell on air.
Yeah, I think it's better because when we try and recreate stories, it's kind of...
No,
we're not good actors.
We're not. You are. You went to NIDA. You went to Macca's ad.
That's right.
You went to
Thank you.
eBay ad.
Thank you. But yeah, not a good actor.
Have you done an ad lately? The listeners want to know.
I did one that hasn't been out yet, a TAB one, but I haven't seen it.
That spells tab for those who don't know.
Is that what it's called, or is it tab or TAB?
You can use either.
What's it called though? Like, what's their
tab?
Okay.
TAB. I don't know. Gambling.
They came bounding over.
Oh, stop it. That was the man who barks like a dog, was it?
Yeah.
Wow.
The old guy.
That hurt my ears. That was scary.
I didn't realize how long he fucking commits to that bit.
He really barks for a while. That's a scary dog. So I don't know any of Tom's stories, and we couldn't have any conversation. I'm like, "How's your weekend?" He's like, "Oh, I'll tell you on the podcast. I'm Tom." And so I was like, "Fine, I'm just going to annoy you for 10, 15 minutes."
Instead of helping.
What have you been doing, Tom? Tell us a story.
When did I see you last? When did we record last?
We did the double.
Oh, we did
on
the double.
Wednesday
So we
night.
haven't seen each other in a while.
I haven't even talked about my film special on air
Fuck, I can't
in
even.
Sydney show. Tom.
Oh yeah, how'd that go?
Yo, wait, no. Well, before we get to that, so I make these jokes like, I'm going to go on Schoolie's funny. Everyone knows I'm not going to go. Tom doesn't make any jokes about it. Secretly goes, didn't you, Tom?
Yeah, I didn't even realize. Like, we literally, I was with a group of workmates, and because we were staying like maybe half an hour out of Byron, and we were like, let's go, we're only here for a night, let's go into Byron for dinner. And we start going in, and we're like, oh shit, because we went to go to Byron, what's the one on the water? It's like that big place, like Byron.
Water beers.
Sure. We went to go to Water Beers, and there was like a huge line of people out the front. We were just going for dinner, and I was like, oh shit, it is Schoolies.
Yeah.
And we didn't have to wait in the line because I was so old that they didn't make us wait in line. You know how like they make the young kids wait in line?
Yeah.
Didn't have to wait.
And were you walking past the line singing?
I got it.
Yeah, I was like, I got it.
Do you have your passport?
Yeah.
Did you get your shots?
Woo!
Girl,
Good.
Would you like to come back with my workmates and suck my dick?
Okay, that was good. So you went to a Schoolie's bar. How was it?
We didn't stay very long, but a few fans were out, and they were like, I love you, Tom. I was like,
Yes.
thanks, man.
That's awesome.
Then they'd post on Instagram and be like, Tom was here to molest kids.
Tom is a fucking. Do you ever get that? Sometimes I get that. Like, I get them misspelling my name a lot.
Yeah, you always get like Frenchy.
Francie,
Francie,
Frankie.
Frankie.
Bro, I had
not
this
even
guy
close.
coming up going, I'm your biggest fan, Frankie. You're the fucking man, Frank. I'm like, what?
I had some like 10-year-old kids who were like, that's Frenchy's cameraman. I was like, that's not quite true.
Cameraman / fluffer.
Yeah, I get you hard.
That's so Frenchie's cameraman.
Yeah,
So did they buy you any drinks?
The
Did you
10-year-olds?
Did you buy them any drinks? No, they're Schoolies.
Nah, because like they were still in line when I left because we only went for a little bit. And they were like, we're not serving food. I was like, what the fuck is this shit?
I get a lot of people trying to buy me drinks after my show when I'm getting free beers.
Mm.
So if I'm at the same venue, I'll be getting free beers from them. And they're like, yeah, I got you a beer. I'm like, bro, I'll get them for free. Keep it. He's like, no, you keep it. I'm like, you keep it. Help me help you here.
Because you don't drink that much like these days. I don't
Depends. Oh, I do at my shows, yeah.
No, you
Because
don't.
I've just done a show. No, after the show.
Do you?
Yeah.
Or do you,
Oh, yeah.
Do you do your pretend?
Wait for it.
They came bounding
Oh,
over.
you've done that twice.
No.
They came bounding.
Oh.
Okay, you
Yeah.
have. Because
I
I'm
can
just
change
that
it.
was like me going "Rrrr" to the beers.
That's weird.
I was like
Try
me going
another one.
"Rrrr, rrrr."
Let me add. Oh, I'll fix that one. What was that meant to be?
Sorry about that burp, guys. Tom's gone distracted. What else did you do on Toolies, Tom?
We went to.
You wear your little wristbands. You go in your nangs.
I wish.
Did you see the video of the nangs going around?
No.
It's massive. There's this big line of nangs they're filming. It was on TikTok, and then they filmed it to a dude in bed just pumping nangs. Probably about.
Have you ever done a name?
Yeah, we had this conversation last episode.
When did you do a name?
I did a nang with so I did it with the girl
Oh, I know the
on
girl.
the nang date. On the nang date.
Is it the girl I think it is that you kind of were
Yeah,
seeing?
yeah. So it was back.
She
in
was
the,
a very nanger.
it was back in the
she'd
day.
love a nang.
I went on a Tinder date. It was and then our second date, I went back to hers, and her and her housemates were just getting on the nangs, and I didn't know what they were. It was maybe 8 years ago now. Maybe not
Yeah.
that long, but it was a while. It was a while ago, and
I think I learned about
and I
it.
just
Yeah.
watched them do their nangs first. It was they did them through the balloons, which is nitrous oxide, guys. If you don't know, you get them in the canisters. You can get nangulators and just do it straight from a machine. But generally, whatever I done it through the balloon. And I just watched the first time they just nanged out, and then I did it the second time.
Kills a lot of brain cells, kids.
But I don't have many to begin with, so it doesn't really matter. If you're real smart, try not to do many nangs because then you'll just become a muppet like us. But if you're already just feeling a bit dumb, fuck it. Just blame the nangs.
Blame it on the nangs.
But brain cells can grow back too.
Can they?
Yeah, why not? It's like shaving. So if you kill some brain cells, just clean ones will come in their place. The body heals itself.
I'll tell you what's
So why can't brain cells? That's my theory.
I'll tell you what's crazy.
That's not.
Which is a sick feature for an animal.
Not.
How geckos. We used to have a lot of geckos in Queensland, and the ones that if you scared them, their tails would fall off and keep moving. Have you ever seen those?
Oh, cool.
So their tails would fall off and they'd keep wiggling to distract. Like if a prey's coming for them, they'd go for the tail and their tail would grow back.
Yeah,
It's like, that's fucking sick. Why don't humans have that?
I wish our cocks growed back.
Yeah, like if a chick was like, you're like, I know I shouldn't be doing this right now, and you go, cock off, and your cock fell off, and she'd chase it.
She'd chase the cock.
And you'd leave. But she'd be chasing the cock.
She's chasing the cock.
She's just, you know those types?
Yeah. The cock chasers.
That'd be mad.
The cock
That's a good
chasers.
superhero skill.
And even like, I guess if you're having sex with a girl, you got to take a call or something. Get something out of the oven. Food's ready. Detach the cock. She can keep going. You go get your shit ready. Go get your pizza out of the oven.
If you've already came, you like finish yourself off. And it'd just be there flopping around, and you'd be in the other room.
Well, it'll probably be soft, even if it's detached.
Yeah. It could.
What you can do is the getaway is you've come. You detach, go, oh no, that was like a pre-cum. She keeps going, and then you just leave.
That's
Smart.
not bad. Yeah, I like that.
Would you like a detachable vagina?
I can't visualize how that would detach. It's not as clear to me.
Because you've never seen one.
They're kind of internal, is what I'm trying to say.
You haven't seen a vagina. It's okay, Tom. You don't need a.
How would a vagina detach? You're with real flappy girls most of the time.
Flaps.
You always tell me that. He's like, oh, she's flappy.
Oh yeah, you can't fuck in a strong wind.
Oh, that's right.
Turn the fan off.
You've got to part it like a couple of curtains, like stage curtains.
Detachable flaps.
Pretty good until I got catfished and ended up in the den of a 50-year-old Guatemalan man. I was forced to rub lotion on his pet lizard's body while he put spark plugs on his nipples and pretended to be a hyena. What about you?
That's another sound clip I replaced.
Another Tinder chat. I think we need a few more Tom ones and a few more.
I don't have any of me.
Music type ones. Down. Awesome. So, what else have you been up to since I've been away, Tom?
This weekend, I went out to look at a house.
Big Tom.
Because I'm like thinking about getting a house. Because there's like this new thing, right?
To buy or to put
Buy.
cameras in?
Buy.
Okay.
So there's a thing in January where you only have to have 5% of a deposit for a house. It's first home buyers.
So if you get like a house that's worth 10K, you only need you only need $500.
Yes.
There you go, guys. Go get yourself some 10K houses for $500.
Do you reckon?
So go on. And why is it only January? Is it like a Black Friday sale?
Yeah. No, so there's only the first 10,000 people can get it. And normally you can't do that. You need at least 10% for a loan. And then you have to pay mortgage insurance. Oh my God.
Is there a sleeping sound effect?
Frenchy's just jealous because he doesn't even have super.
I do not have super. Can we go back to the other page for a bit? I want to try those sound effects.
You haven't
again.
used all these yet.
Yeah, we have. Welcome back to the Tom and Frenchy podcast.
We're starting over because Frenchy fell asleep.
Starting over because I fell asleep because Tom started talking about. There we go. Oh fuck!
From the
Turn
top.
off.
Please explain.
I will explain. We are two comedians. Tom's my cameraman. I'm a professional comedian. We're doing a podcast, and we hope you enjoy it. We have a lot of videos coming up, and we have problems with rashes on our balls. We won't get to that per se.
Do you shave your balls?
No. Trim, scissors.
Scissors?
Yes.
That's risky, bro.
You shave them?
I don't shave them. I'll
Well,
use
with like
a
a face
trimmer.
shaver?
Yeah, I'll use a face trimmer on my balls.
Like a cutthroat. That would be a man move. You know how
Bro,
men,
scissors are pretty
men
risky.
shave with a Bowie knife?
Especially with yours. I reckon you'd have extremely saggy balls.
Why?
You look like you'd have saggy balls.
Why?
I think everyone would agree with me. I reckon you've got like a lanky scrotum.
They do make a good noise. They do.
I reckon they're real thigh slappers. Just hanging low like a fucking a grandfather clock. Like a metronome.
Oh, yeah, time in a knot.
Yeah, I reckon you can keep time with those things.
Well, I don't have many balls to compare them to, so
Oh, you've got one big one.
should
as
we
well.
have a ball off at our Christmas party?
That sounds like a very illegal thing to do. Because we've made it all ages.
Yes.
And you're going to get your balls out and you want me to do the same?
No, it's not illegal if it's for science.
That's true.
Can you go to the other page?
Yes. Let me
Um,
figure. You know how to do it. So you go sounds.
Sorry about these
And then flip it.
teething problems, guys.
You need to learn French.
I do need to learn. And we're back.
We've started again for the third time. This has gone to shit. Oh, but we're having fun, aren't we?
Having fun.
We're having fun.
So I want to tell you about. I was away for a week on holidays. Only one thing interesting happened.
Family
I was with
holidays.
the family. Nothing really interesting happens. Last year we started this podcast around the same time, maybe a month or two
True.
before. I think I got to tell you about our trivia problem, our fight we had.
You've got a lot to prove in life.
it
And
wa-
you take trivia very seriously.
It wasn't me. We go on holidays with another family. We're like, you know how families do that. We're like,
The
we're gonna go,
Griswolds?
we're gonna go every year with this family. Last
National
year,
Lampoons.
they're very smart. Last year we went into a trivia at the golf club. Turned out it was their special Christmas trivia. There was 260-odd people in Hawaiian shirts.
Ooh.
And we won everything. We fucking pissed it in. They kicked up a big stink afterwards, going, "You were cheating on your smartphones, you scallywags." Blah,
Okay,
blah, blah.
boomer. Got
Okay,
him.
boomer. That'd be a good soundbite.
Oh.
Okay, boomer. It's like Eeyore. Anyway, wait for this. So you just think, okay, we went to trivia. What a big deal. We'll go do it again this year. It wasn't the special Christmas party one. That was the week after we just went in.
Right.
There was still about 100 old people there. Like, it's the
Oof.
biggest part of their week.
Did it smell like old
It
people?
smelled a lot
Yeah,
like
they
old
have a
people.
stench.
And they looked at us a lot.
They smell like op shops.
They do.
Mm.
They really look like op shops. They,
Yeah, just clothes that don't match.
Yeah. I was interested when I see old people, the single old people, like a 65,
Yeah.
70-old. I'm like, who are you fucking in this room? Because you know
True.
old Trevor's just chopping. You know he
Yeah.
is.
They like
He's getting
forget
those
they've got
saggy
wives
Frenchy
and shit.
balls out. He's
Mm. Do you reckon it's still cheating if it's like if they don't
forget
know?
they've got wives. No,
Because that's what
It's
they do. They
not.
all get Alzheimer's and just fucking finger each other.
it's not. So you think they purposely get Alzheimer's, or they just don't actually have it?
Oh, that's a good plot.
Mm.
Old man, real hungry for the puss. He pretends to have Alzheimer's and goes on a sex romp with the boys.
Oh,
And it's called...
really good. What about this? I think that's too predictable.
Mm.
He's not that old. 40. Marriage, 5 kids. How do I get out of this one? What's that one where you lose all your memories? Jason Bourne.
Alzheimer's.
That's not Alzheimer's like you slowly do. Sometimes it comes back to you.
You're thinking of straight up memory loss.
Straight up memory loss.
Oh.
Amnesia.
Amnesia. Yeah.
He fakes amnesia to get away from he's got a shit. If he leaves his wife, he'd have to give a half or whatever. And he hates his kids.
I've seen these...
Straight up amnesia. He pretends he's got amnesia and just starts like doing whatever he wants.
Mm.
Thoughts.
Well, normally I listen to
Or-
a lot of murder podcasts,
Mm.
and normally they just murder them.
Okay, just murder them. Or 15-year-old
Okay.
gets amnesia.
Why?
I don't know. You should have done that one. That one goes for
Yeah,
so
I can
long.
turn that off. I figured it out.
Anyway, wait for this. So we go in for trivia again. Everyone looks at us like,
Oh, here
no.
they are, the cheaters.
The cheaters are back.
You've admitted to cheating.
And here's what happened. What I found very funny. Okay, so there's 5-6 rounds of trivia, and they give you there's like an overall question. You got to guess some person, and each round they give you more and more clues. First one's just it's an Australian actor.
Hugo Weaving.
We said Hugh Jackman.
Ooh.
We got it right. Very first. That's all we needed. We just wrote Hugh Jackman. We got it right. Everyone just looked at us. I start fucking pissing up. They're like, you're cheating again. How did you know that?
Did they actually
Like, how
say
many
that?
actors are there? Yes. They're all going crazy. Then they did an announcement. They go, halfway through the thing, they go, as you know, we've got our Christmas party next week. If you're not a regular team, you cannot come to the Christmas party. Only for regular teams. So they changed the rules so we couldn't come back.
What dicks?
Like, no one wants to go to your fucking Christmas party.
You kind of did though.
I did. I was going to
Yeah.
come back for it. And then we end up coming second. So they were like,
Oh, you turned it down.
well. Other than that, my family holiday was pretty boring, guys. Just pretty much me fighting off nephews and nieces, children. Tom, not in that way.
No comment.
Just they have a lot of energy and they like playing with old Uncle Frenchy.
When are you going to have some little Frenchies?
Maybe tonight. Are you keen, Tom? High five.
I'm not. I told you that's not how babies get made.
Okay. Now we can get to the recap. My filmed special, the Sydney show. We had a lot of cameras there. We had first show sold out. Second show, I'm not going to lie to you, Tom, did not sell as well as I expected. And I didn't know because on the weekday before, I asked my manager, I'm like, how's the second show selling? He goes, don't worry, mate. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll look full.
Oh, no.
So, listeners, if you came to the second show, you'll know this. It was there was 100 people there, I think, which is fine. But in a theatre, that only gets
How many seats? It would have been like 500.
Yeah, that only gets like
500
8
seater?
rows. Yeah, it was about 450.
Yeah.
That only gets about 8 rows back. And that
Do you
was
have to
where
get creative
that was
with
where
the
the
angles?
camera in the crowd was
Yeah.
actually positioned. So it worked out fine. But I walked out not knowing this. I walked out the second show.
Oh,
And
no.
it was not.
Did you go to wave to the
Yeah,
top?
I know.
Oh, no.
No, but
Stitch up.
I started making jokes about it. I just talked about the magic of film. And I actually like doing smaller shows better because it's more,
But wouldn't that
it's more
not
intimate.
work for your edit?
I don't know how it's going to work for the edit because what we wanted to do, guys,
It's
and
not
this-
really what you want to get out there for your edit.
Well, this is what most of them do. They actually filmed. Dave Chappelle did it. They all filmed them twice, 3, 4 times. Aziz Ansari, I think he did. He did back-to-backs Friday, Saturday. 4 times they film a show. In Australia, a lot of the specials you see have not a fake crowd, but they get the tickets for free so they can fill it out.
Yeah. Why don't you do that?
Because I wanted people to pay. Because I wanted to cover the camera costs because I've got to cover that.
Yeah, but what you do, what everyone does for those things, they do the tickets and then they just give them to like press and fucking PR.
Yeah, but then I
and-
feel bad for the people who pay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
But anyway, both shows were just awesomely weird. The second show, like, had a stripper got on stage for the bit.
Oh, sick.
She's like, I'm a stripper. And the guy's like, the other guy on stage was like, yo, I've been to your strip club. I fucked one of your strippers.
Whoa.
And I'm like,
Did
that's
he
a
have to
made up
pay?
story. He reckons he didn't. It was like the most made up story.
No.
He's like, yeah, it was whatever. And she goes, was it him? Was it her? And he goes, no, this one. She's like, that. He doesn't work there. She doesn't work there.
He.
Anyway, he goes, yeah, I full fucked. I got there one day, and then she was like, oh, can I buy you a drink? And she was just buying me drinks, and then took it back to mine, smashed. I'm like, this is a made up story. Why are you telling us this?
And was she not a stripper? Like, That's
who
weird.
wasn't the guy he fucked? What?
the guy?
The girl.
Yeah.
So the girl she had stripper dollars in her wallet. She worked at Petersham Hotel,
Wow.
which I didn't know was a strip club.
Neither did I.
I think they do topless nights, maybe.
Right.
So for all you listeners living in Petersham,
Shout
you'd
out.
already know.
Shout out. I saw one of our Patreons went to both shows back to back.
Yeah, that was sick. Shout out,
Mark.
Mark. Shout out, Mark, for going to both shows. You are a
That's sick.
fucking legend.
That's so
Heaps of the podcast listeners were at the shows. I think the guilt
Yeah?
trip worked because when I did the shout outs, it was like half the crowd like, you, Tom's a fucking pedo.
Did they say that?
They yelled at.
Oh no.
Just yelling.
That's
it.
fucking
They were
weird
not
out of
And then
context.
everyone started chanting, "Tom is a pedo." Tom is. That's.
I wish.
So shout out for coming. We actually had a present given to us.
What did
and
we
I wanted
get?
you to open it up on air.
Oh God, am I gonna get like anthrax in my face?
Yeah, that's the present. Now they love our podcast so much they're trying to give you anthrax.
Okay, let's have a look.
And I will say at the Christmas party, if you want to give me and Tom Christmas presents, we will open them up live on air. So wrap them.
And we'll be filming our
We will film the
party.
Christmas party, but I
So
want
if
to.
you can't make it,
I want to
you'll be
open it
there.
on the podcast. I reckon
Yeah, for sure.
we'll open them on the podcast. We're still gonna get our PO box one day. Organising's hard for me. Tom, what is it?
First of all, we've got a strap-on dick. I think it's for your head. Can you put it on your head? Put it on your head, Frenchy, for the people.
That's
Frenchie's
what
now.
That's what she goes. She goes. She hit me up on Snapchat. She's like, "Yo, I left a present for you and Tom with your manager. Just so you know, it's not a dildo. It's just a strap-on dick for your head, and then you can play a game with it." I was like,
Oh,
"What?"
sick. So we've got this strap-on dick. And Frenchie's now put it on his head. And then we've also got a bunch of cock rings, like coloured rings. It's the game you just throw them at the...
Yeah, I assume it's like.
We can play this at our Christmas
Yeah.
party.
Okay. See how you go, Tom. Ow.
I'm very close and I'm still missing.
This is.
One.
He's got one. He's got the green
Oh,
one
no, it's quite
hanging,
hard.
hanging on my.
It's very close.
This will be sick if we.
I've
we
mi-
put,
only
someone's
got
wearing
one.
their school uniform and we're dressed as priests playing this.
Yeah. That's sick. We'll bring this with us. We got a card. Should I read that?
I don't think it's anything especially special, but you can read that if it's worth reading out. Tell us, Tom. One other funny thing that happened in the show. Do you want to try it on?
Oh, it probably won't fit my pumpkin head.
Oh, so one funny thing and one bad thing,
Got my
Tom.
headphones
Story time.
I got headphones on.
Yep. Thanks for spelling that out.
Do you want me to read the card or not?
It's just a
Screw
card.
the milk and cookies. How about some beer and nachos? It's a picture of Santa.
And it's Santa. That's funny.
Merry Christmas, Tom and Frenchie. Hope you get what you want this holiday season. I hope this year you motherfuckers can end it with a bang. Love your loyal podcast listener. That's nice.
I like how you read that out heaps aggressive. Hope you motherfuckers.
I think because I assume that's angry.
No, it was not angry. Thank you for that.
Thank
That's
you.
how
Who's it from?
I feel
Doesn't
like
even
it's
say.
I feel like a teacher right now getting presents and shit.
Who gave us that?
Did you ever give your teacher presents?
I
li-
never had like good teachers.
No, but
eh?
you had to in primary school. Your parents would be like, "Give them a bottle of wine." I'm like, they don't even drink. They're fucking losers.
I don't even remember.
Or chocolates or some shit. And in high school, it's like maybe one. You'd be like, "Yeah, I'll give them." Like,
I don't think my family was very involved in my life.
no, but like, didn't you have like a really good gym teacher who really gave you some nice deep tissue massages after school? And you're like, "I'll give you some more massage," or "Thanks
Yeah.
for loosening me up."
True. Definitely didn't happen.
Oh. That's the wrong button. So, first show, guys, get this. And you're going to see this. It's not going to get released for 6-8 months. I don't mind
Wow,
giving you
why so long?
little spoilers. Shit just takes a while to edit, and then we're going to try to get this one on Amazon Prime or something.
Oh, sick.
Last year's show, I'm just going to put on YouTube in a week or two, actually.
Nice.
Mm.
What's your show called?
This year's or last year's?
Last year's.
Sex, Drugs, and Rollerblades.
That's right. And this
So-
year's?
This year's was called Turn It Up.
That's right.
That'd
I'm
be a
just
good
refreshing.
one. Turn It Up would be good for the soundboard.
Yeah, that cunt yelling.
Turn it up.
Turn it up.
So, I'm very focused. I'm hyped. I've got my fresh pants on, white jeans. For my live
for the show.
For the live
I was
show.
looking down. I was like, those are blue.
For the live show. I had to get
Okay.
there very early, do sound check, blah, blah, blah. We got the lightings looking sick. I just want to come out and do my one-liners and not get into my crowd stuff too early.
Yep.
I walk out. There's 4 18, 19-year-olds in the front row. They know what they were doing, eating Maxi Bonds. And I know they don't sell Maxi Bonds at the theatre.
That's a pre-thought out game.
It is a pre-thought out game. That's why it threw me, because I was like, that's just
So
weirdly nothing, but you know what you're doing here, children.
Mm.
And so I started going, what are you doing with Maxi Bonds? They're like, oh, we got it from Servo across the road. I'm like, they're tradies too. I'm like, why are you eating Maxi Bonds? You say it can't. Why you have a beer?
Yeah, it's fucking weird. Were they 14?
No, they were 18.
Maxi Bonds are good, but
Maxi Bonds are good. So that's thrown me. I even missed one of my one-liners. I forgot to do it. The Ivan Milat one, which is one of my best ones. So I did it in the second show. We'll slot it in. Should be fine. But then I'm doing one of my songs 10, 15 minutes in. He pulls out another Maxi Bond.
double Maxi
Double
Bond.
Maxi Bond.
Fuck off.
Fuck yeah.
Please explain.
I will explain. I asked him, I go, why did you, where was that one? He goes, it was in my pants. I go, for 10 minutes? He goes, yeah, it was getting pretty moist.
Fuck, now I want a Maxi Bond.
It's pretty soft. And he's had one bite of it. I'm like, do you mind if I have some? He goes, yeah, no worries. So I grabbed it, shoved the whole thing in my mouth, just deep throated the fucker.
Oh my
I
God.
touched the back. It was impressive. Like I would have got a hide on any porn site ever with that.
Cream pied.
I would have got a free taxi ride. I would have got the job interview.
Fuck yeah.
Whatever happened, that was it was like
Oh, Jesus. Oh, okay, that's enough.
just smashed it. Smashed it, swallowed the bitch. Okay? Swallowed the cunt. It was very funny. What's happened is that a few drops hit the floor. And I'm very conscious knowing continuity between the second show.
People will think it's jizz if they haven't seen the Maxi
If
Bond.
they haven't seen the Maxi Bond, they're going to look at the second
Frenchy's
show.
dripping.
And in my mind, I'm going, are they even filming the floor? Will that be on camera? Because that's the problem. I was very self-aware the whole show.
Too self-aware.
It was hard to get in the zone. And that happens when you're filming. And so I'm like, you know what, guys? I'm going to have to be honest with you. There's jizz spots on the floor. Who wants me to lick them up? Classic Frenchy thing to do.
Yep.
And I'm about to lick them up. I'm like, you know what would be cooler? Because it's quite a big glob. If I did a line of it. So someone gave me $5. I smashed a line of it. It wasn't really a line. It was more just a glob. I got it up there. Obviously, not all of it went in the nose. A lot around the outside. Now it looks like I did cop semen in the nose.
Yep. This continuity's gone to shit.
This continuity
Now it looks like you've had a
has
bit of
gone to shit. I start yelling at the production manager, Connor. I'm going, Connor, can you get me a tissue? 3 minutes later, still doesn't get me a tissue. I'm doing jokes with white shit in my nose. And I go, I need a fucking tissue. Someone from the balcony throws me a tampon.
Nice.
Closed. It had its plastic on it.
Okay, good. Not used.
Not used.
Now you got blood all over your face.
No, it's not used.
Oh, okay.
I opened the tampon. Obviously, I put it in my nose. Funny.
Mm-hmm.
Weird. Never done that before.
Mm.
Quite absorbent.
Oh, no.
If you're looking for a good tampon, guys, it was Libra. We are sponsored by Libra today. Go get yourself some Libra tampons for your nose.
The best. The best.
No, so I put the tampon up my nose. We're having a laugh for a bit. Eventually, I'm like, you need to pull it out. Let's get on with the show. Pull it out. There was blood on the tip of it. The ice cream had rotted my nose and made it start bleeding, as ice cream would do if you store enough of it. So there was blood on the tip of it.
Maybe you had your period, though.
Maybe I had my period through my nose.
Yeah.
That does happen. And so that threw me out a bit. And I was like, holy fuck. I don't know if I even made any jokes, but I was like, that's just gross.
Yeah, it's pretty gross. I guess if you stick anything far enough up your nose, you're going to hit blood.
Yeah, true. That's a life lesson, guys. You stick anything far enough your nose, you're going to hit blood. That's a good bumper sticker.
So you're trying not to do crowd work. In turn,
Yes.
you do like fucking the most crowd work possible. Like you could have just gone Maxi Bonds. All right, moving on.
I could have. I could have.
Yeah.
Could not even say anything. No one at the back knew they were eating them.
Did they film this interaction of
Yes,
this?
it's all filmed,
Yeah.
and it'll be funny on camera. And that's why I was like,
Maybe put it in.
you know what? This is my show. It has to do some sort of weird stuff. Every show
Yeah.
I do something weird with the crowd. So I'm glad I got one sort of a nice weird thing. One show I'm going to do, it's only going to be crowd work.
What's it going to be called?
Maybe if you put anything far enough up your nose, you will get blood.
True, that's good. Yeah, I'll pay that.
Frenchy with if you put anything far enough up your nose, you'll get blood.
One other thing from that night. So we had a lot of good times, a lot of good people coming out. One idiotto. That's how they say idiot in Italian.
Is it?
Idiota.
Idioto.
Idiota. Okay.
Keep
There was
going.
these silly boys who started throwing drinks from the balcony onto the people below them. So Josh, my manager, starts going, boys, can you keep it quiet? Stop doing that. We're filming a show. It's costing a lot of money. Blah, blah, blah. Trying to reason with them. They don't want to be reasoned with. They keep talking. They keep mucking up. I don't know what's going on. I'm on stage. They go, we're going to have to kick you out. They go, try it. Security guard goes, come on, boys, let's go. He's like, fucking touch me. Do what I dare you. Security guard's too much of a pussy. Can't even get him out. And so eventually I think they get him to the lobby. They get to call the cops. Cops don't do anything because eventually they leave the premises. They just wait around at the front being annoying. These cunts go crazy then. In between shows, they have their shirts off. Anyone with a staff badge, they start trying to fight. What the
fuck?
One of the cameramans had four coffees. This guy saw the staff badge, walks up to him, smacks him out of his hand. Into
What
his
the
shirt.
fuck?
Yeah. It was bizarre.
Where were they from?
I think up the coast.
Fucking hell. That's
Yeah, it was
skits.
really-
What fucking losers?
So yeah, and they just kept trying to fight people the whole night. The cops had to come back, and then for my second show, everyone was gone. All the dude who's directing it gone. My manager's gone. Everyone's gone. I was like, it was really weird. They're like, yeah, we got to go deal with the cops. You'll be right for this show. I'm like, oh, well, you kind of
That's
need
so
to direct
annoying, bro. So they full fucked it pretty much.
They just went crazy. It was like, it was really weird, unnecessary.
How old?
I think they were 20s.
Losers. You guys are losers if you're listening. Nobody likes you.
But the rest of the crowd were awesome. Thanks for coming out. That's my last show for the year. I will be back next year with a new show, and hopefully Tom opens for it.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
I hope you do. Have you been doing stand-up lately?
I've been too busy lately, but I've just started getting back into it because I want to write heaps more. So I've started brainstorming some bits. Yeah.
Brainstorming. Why don't we brainstorm together on air? Why do they call it brainstorm? You know, shouldn't it be? It's not
That's
really a
good.
storm,
That's good.
is it?
Keep going.
It's not really a storm. It's just more of a.
That's good.
Is this thing on?
Why is it called a brainstorm?
That was how I used to write all my jokes because.
What do you mean?
Because I was so influenced by Jerry Seinfeld. I think everyone was.
Were you?
Not influenced, but like when I was writing him, Seinfeld was massive. So I'd be like, why is it called chicken soup?
I never thought he was that great.
He-
I didn't like his stand-up. I like the show.
No, he's
um,
terrible stand-up. Just
I
so
don't
you
like
know,
his-
guys.
I like surprising stuff. I like weird shit.
He's fine, but he's just like not great. He's like, yeah, that's okay. That's something. You'll be like,
He notices things. He's like,
oh, that was a kind of cool
That's
observation.
a thing. Yeah.
You ever
Was-
noticed when you eat a burger, it's got pickles on it? Why is that pickles? Why did that get a run? And cucumbers didn't.
You got your meat. That makes sense.
That makes sense.
That
You
was a
got your
terrible-
tomato. Okay, you don't know if it's a fruit or a vegetable. Put it on the burger. Pickles? Why not a cucumber? Why not a zucchini? We got green already. We got the lettuce. We got the bun. We got the meat. We got onions. Sure, I don't want to kiss anyone. I'll have the onions. Yeah, give me the onions.
I was trying to find the laugh button, but I panicked. Oh, damn it.
Okay, you do your Jerry Seinfeld now.
Oh, Jerry Seinfeld.
You can literally go, why do they call it a chair? Why do they call it a chair? Shouldn't it be called a seat? Because you sit on it. Sit, seat, chair. You don't chair on it.
I really don't appreciate his comedy.
Well, do a bit. Do a Jerry Seinfeld bit.
Why do people say they can't start their day until they have coffee? What's so great about coffee? Why don't you just have a cup of water?
I'm loving this. Keep going.
What's the deal with cactuses? They're always in the desert by themselves. Hey, man. Hey, cactus, how about you get some fucking friends? It's so shit. Oh. Have you done your Christmas shopping yet?
No, I never will.
Do you buy your family shit?
No, we do a Secret Santa now.
Fuck, that's better.
I got my mum. She's already sent me everything she wants.
What do you do for your girlfriend?
Oh,
That's the hard
I
one.
don't know.
They've got such high expectations.
Here's the trick.
Mm.
You just get it the night before, guys.
What do you get?
You go okay, because no. It's like doing an assignment in school or uni. You could plan it. You could finish it 3 weeks before. No, you work better under pressure. Night before. Bang.
That's interesting.
Bang.
I would like to
Bang.
see what you end
Bang.
up getting.
Bang. I have not given it one thought, and I will not till the week of. And I'll be like, oh, fuck, let's go. I got to go into the mall.
And the fucking malls are
And it's packed. Oh, it's not
place,
smart.
bro.
No, it's not smart. It is packed.
It is not fun.
It is not.
The car
fun.
parks are fucked. Everyone's angry and stressed. Fuck being a retail worker. Did you ever do retail? I know you worked in a bar.
I never got jobs retail. I'd walk around and put my resume in everywhere, and no one hired me. I only did bar work, well, nightclub, really. They never put me on the bar. In 4
shit.
years. 4 years. Macca's
They're like,
wouldn't
get him in the
hi-
back.
Macca's wouldn't hire me.
I reckon you'd get Macca's kitchen.
Couldn't even get kitchen. They didn't hire me.
Macca's was quite exclusive.
Oh, yeah. They were.
Like if you got that job, that was sick.
I think Macca's were discriminatory
The best thing ever
towards
was
people who look like they smoke weed. Actually, no, a lot of them got hired.
the best
towards
thing
me.
ever was having a mate who worked at Macca's who could hook you up.
Yeah.
I used to have this mate, and he'd work there before they had like the cook to order thing. So what he'd do is we'd order something basic, like, can I just get some chips, small chips? And then he'd go, yeah, I'll bring it out to you.
Yep.
And then we'd go stand somewhere, and he'd come over with a brekkie bag,
Oh, sick.
just packed with like 10 burgers.
Oh,
It's the
sick.
fucking best.
Macca's always copped all the shit pranks. So me and my
Yes.
friends always used to try to order a McPenis.
That's good.
So funny.
What do they do when you ask for that?
They roll their eyes and go, it's like the 10th time we've heard that today. Come on, grow up.
Yeah.
I'm like, you grow up. You're 15. Where's your mustache, you loser? And they had a mustache. It was better than mine.
Yeah, they would have.
Could I have a McPenis?
That's good.
Yeah.
That's banter.
I like the video where the guy grabs soft serves by the wrong end. They hold it
And
out and he
then-
grabs it by the ice cream.
And then they started doing coning. Was that coning? That was
That
coning.
was coning.
Yeah. I always wanted to do I always wanted to do uniconing, where you put it on your head like a unicorn,
Oh.
but I never did.
What's with unicorns? I mean, like, I get it. Uni one.
Corn?
Corn? No, that's a horn. Shouldn't it be called a uni-horn? It's not a cup of corn on its head. If there is, where's the butter?
What do you call it when you only have one corn? You can't call it a unicorn.
You can't call it a unicorn. What
It's
would
just
you?
corn. Fuck.
Unicorn. It doesn't come out my ass when I shit, does it? It's not
Ooh.
corn.
What do you do when you eat corn at university? Is that unicorn? I mean, it's just corn. What do you do when you eat when you watch one pawn?
Unicorn.
It's not mystical, it's just sad. Thank you.
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Jerry Seinfeld sponsored this episode.
How long have we been going?
I don't want to wait until the
48
weekend
minutes.
comes.
Should we get into some trending news?
Oh, I think we should. We should.
Yeah, what do we got? You got any good ones?
Oh, you go first. I've been talking a lot this episode.
Yeah, you never shut the fuck up.
No. Get me to the other page. Sounds.
Yep.
Other page.
Yep.
Fuck off.
Yeah, there we go. Drake, labeled creepy.
Dr. Ake. Remember to call him Dr. Ake.
Dr. Ake. Dr. Aches and Pains.
Yep.
Labeled creepy after Billie Eilish reveals the rapper texts her. So first we heard about Drake. We've talked about this. He was messaging who?
Millie Bobby Brown.
I like to call her Billy Mobby.
Billy Mobby.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm about that.
So frequent text messages. So Billie Eilish is only 17. And she says he's the nicest dude I've ever spoken to. However, this admission has made some fans feel uncomfortable, with some labeling the communication between the pair as creepy.
Please explain.
I will. I'm trying to read some interesting facts. So this is what one person tweeted, and apparently we quote random people's tweets.
Yeah, so we do love doing it.
Does anyone else think it's strange that Drake has Billie Eilish and Millie Bobby Brown's numbers. It's definitely possible he's just being a role model and it has to do with marketing. But why is a 32-year-old man texting girls under the age of 17? Yeah,
Tom?
Frenchy.
Tom.
I think it's weird.
It is weird, but that's what I like. And we like on this podcast seeing people grow, and we like
Grow.
keeping grow, not grope, in the right context. And we've seen Drake grow. He went from messaging a 14-year-old. Well, actually, no, he went from being a paraplegic on Degrassi.
True.
He was in a wheelchair.
Yep.
He
Then
became the
became-
number one artist in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Gained the ability to walk with his
Wow.
fame. When you're rich, you can do anything.
Yep.
Then he started messaging a 14-year-old.
Very young.
Now he's messaging a 17-year-old.
That's progress.
Progress. No
But
clap.
seriously,
Good on you, Drake.
Billie Eilish, though, she's very good. Like, her music's sick.
Well,
So
I've
if it was-
actually heard that her brother produces everything and she doesn't really do much.
She's still involved.
No, her songs are awesome. They have a very cool, distinctive tone. Unique, some would
Unique.
say.
Yeah, very good.
Do you reckon she pulls billies?
Probably.
Yeah, she does.
Ripping the Billies.
That'd be a sick film
Ripping
clip.
Billie
It's
Eilish.
just her ripping billies the whole time.
That would be good.
What's her song again?
Which one? She's got
Bad
loads.
Guy. That would be
I'm
sick.
a
And
bad
she'd
guy. Oh,
That was sexual. That was Greg Paul.
I can do it.
Do it. Take your time. Let me set you up. I'm a bad guy. What
No,
is
I can't
going
do it. I was trying to do a ball grip.
Or bad guy would be a good sting for
Mm.
whenever you say something creepy.
True.
I'm a bad guy. That'd be a good sting. We'll add it to the board.
Add it to the board.
Yeah, so I'm glad. And so next time maybe he's going to be messaging a 20-year-old. Or he might go back to 11-year-old. We don't know how it works.
Mm. I hope he's not a creep.
He is.
What's the deal with like rappers and musicians just being pedophiles?
I think it's how
A
you...
power trip?
Oh, I think they just run out of things to write songs about.
Right.
Just, I don't know, actually. I haven't really thought about it that much. What's
stories
with
have you
people
got?
and being pedophiles?
True.
Yeah. There we go, guys. Something really makes you think. Sound 7, nothing on Sound 7 yet.
I'll put something on there.
Thanks, Tom.
So can you start with another story?
Or do you want... Okay, I will. Which story do I want to go with? Yeah, we got to tag this a lot. It's a week or two old now. Football managers bizarre sex rules for European giant. That title makes you think it's a giant having
Yeah.
sex.
I mean, he should probably be on the bottom.
I would... No, I would love to watch giants have sex.
I feel like it'd be the same. You'd need
No,
giants
but
have
just
sex
the
with a
scale
normal.
of it.
Imagine Shaq
Just
having
the
sex.
scale of it.
It'd be brutal.
His wife's very short too.
Yeah, I know. It should be just.
She's like 3 foot.
Jesus.
I think maybe 5.
It'd just be Rail City.
Short girls are the best, but
Hey, I've written you a limerick. There once was a girl called Joanna. She
I
acted
don't know
like
if
a goanna. Should sunbake all day, then slither away.
not
Can
gonna
you
work.
sit on my face like a bandana?
I don't think that sting's gonna work.
That wasn't
Tom.
a sting. That was just you out of context.
So, football manager Antonio Conte, very Italian themed episode today. I like
Yeah.
it.
I wish we had spaghetti.
Spaghetti. He's brought his own brand of sexy football to Inter Milan by telling his players how to make love. They're 1 point behind first place, possibly due to this advice. He's revealed his bedroom advice because he doesn't want his players to expend too much energy, which makes sense to me, Tom.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but when I have sex, 10, 12 hours sometimes, just marathons. It's like the Lord of the Rings trilogy. I'll put that on now. Just be like, by the end of it, he's throwing the ring into the lava. I'm throwing cum into her face.
Wow. Wow.
Yes.
That's a good visual.
Thank you.
Sorry.
That's Oh, sorry. That was a...
Sorry.
You can apologize.
What's a rim shot? Oh, that makes more
cool,
sense. I
So
thought
whenever you say something that's too far, just chuck us a...
Sorry.
And then you're covered legally.
legally. During spells of matches, players should not have sexual relations that last for long periods. Makes sense to me.
But wouldn't it be good for their fitness? I mean...
No, but if they got a game the next day and they're doing a lot of groin work, that's going to tire out the old groin. Especially if they're doing positions like the wheelbarrow. They're doing like star jumps during it.
Wow. You do that, don't you?
Zumba.
The
yes.
naked star jumps.
Yes.
Mm.
Yes. If you got it, flaunt it, baby. They need to make... Oh, sorry, he's Italian. I'll read it in Italian. They need to make as little effort as possible. The best position for them is if their partners go on top. That's the best position for anyone. You don't have to do shit. You just got to lie there, think about what you're going to eat later. Occasionally grab the titty, let them know you're still awake.
You can even think about what to eat in the moment.
You
Because
can
you got free arms.
Yeah, you can...
Sit back, have a hot dog.
Yeah, that's great. Or eating and sex does not happen enough.
I'd like to try it.
If you're having sex with a girl...
And eating a slice of pizza, that'd be fucking...
If you
dream.
have sex with a girl and she's pulls out a burger and eats it while she's riding you, disgusted or impressed?
I'm not sure.
I think...
I'd be impressed the first time. But if every time I'd be like, you need to lay off the burgers.
First I'd be like, where the fuck you get that burger from?
If I'm getting ketchup on my dick.
Like, you got to bring a burger in your handbag? Then I'd probably be like, good, I can do my burger material. Be like, what's with burgers having pickles on it? She's like, well, that's a good point.
Yeah.
You mean you don't get cucumbers get a run? Don't have pickle.
When
Oh,
was
you
the
do have
last
pickles.
time you saw a pickle in a salad? Why burgers?
That's so good. It deserved it, Tom. Why salad? Why burgers?
With your random question,
Okay.
while we're brainstorming the comedy,
I've got a little bit more of this article, but let's have your question first.
do you just write shit as you come to it, or do you ever sit down with the intention of just writing? or-
Never sit down with the intention to write. It's when things happen during life, I'll write down. Well, kind of. So when things happen during life, I'll write a note. I've got like maybe a billion notes. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, pickles in salad, whatever.
Yeah.
And then when I've got free time and I've got no videos to edit or I'm trying to write shows, I'll go through my bits.
Go through the notes. And
Go through the
expand on it.
notes.
Yeah.
And then I'll only expand on one that grabs me. Like it might, I won't be like I'm gonna force this one out. If nothing grabs me, I'll just move to the next one. Eventually, you find one like start writing some bits. Depends. Sometimes I have a bit in my head for a while.
Yeah, it's kind of like I do that for videos.
Yeah.
But I want to try and get better at just like forcing brainstorms.
Well, that's what I want to do for next year's show. I want it to be a lot more punchier bits. I more tell stories, but I want to get a lot of bits that I could do. Like if I went and did clubs in America, which I want to do, I want to get a lot of 5-minute type bits about not relatable stuff per se, but more like
Universal. Yeah, I think that's good to do.
Yeah, well, I've done Rolf Harris, Ivan Milat jokes to death.
Yeah.
The best position is if their partners go on top. It is preferable that they are with their own wives.
Preferable. Not essential.
A lot of footballers,
You're sick.
You're right. A lot of footballers have sex with their teammates' wives. And there's been at least 4 cases that I know of. One actually started dating his teammate's wife. He slept with her, then they started dating, they got married, and then the guy still had to play in the same soccer team as him. Whoa, that's impressive, Frenchy. No, that's not impressive, Tom. It's a bit weird. Oh, okay, I'm Tom. Tom's off fixing the camera, by the way, guys. He's it ran out of battery or something like that. We're having technical difficulties. Fortunately, I've always wanted a chance to shine. I've always thought this could be the Frenchy and Frenchy podcast. So I'm going to take the rest of it from here. Oh, stop, you guys. Oh. Okay. Now, so he went on to say this. It is preferable that they are with their own wives. That way they are not obliged to put in an exceptional performance. So, because they try harder with other people, whereas with their own wives, like, oh, fuck, I've had this pussy before. You get 2 minutes, do what you want with it. And I don't think that was as bizarre as the article made it out to seem. I think that's pretty standard. If you've got a big game, you don't want to be doing too much sex the night before. You want to be playing going, if I do good, then I get sex. I don't think they should have any sex, to be honest. I think that should be a reward for playing well. Tom, thoughts?
I'm back. I mean, if these guys are sucking after a bit of sex, they're not going to make it. That's not sustainable. Like,
No,
I get
but-
it if it was from like a more like, you know how boxers don't have sex
But-
because it's like good for their rage or something.
Yeah, but they grew up playing not having much sex. So
I
they
don't know.
got
Italian,
to
some
Manchester
of them are
United.
pretty-
Well, when they get famous, they get way more sex. They're not
True,
ready for it.
True.
They're not ready for it.
Is this from experience, Frenchy?
Yes. I played for Manchester United.
Frenchy's not allowed to have sex before he shows.
No, I want to be
He needs that eye
razor
for
sharp.
tiger.
Well, I need that loaded semen in case I get a
Oh
bad
my
heckler.
God.
Shoot
Straight.
a shot at
Is
him.
that what really happened? There were no maxi bonds, were they? You were just fucking creaming on the boys.
I used to do a bit about that, about coming on hecklers.
That's so
It was somehow related, guys. It wasn't just me just going, oh, I'm going to come on you.
All right, I'll read a story for you, cumface. Outcry in Japan after department store suggests staff wear menstruation badges. Menstruation badges.
So why is it called menstruation? I
Men
mean,
don't have it.
men don't have
It should be
it.
called womenstration.
That is gold. That is gold, Tom. You have nailed that.
That's so stupid. I should just start writing down all this gold.
Why?
So there's been outrage after female staff are asked to wear badges while on their period. I mean, a red hat wouldn't go astray.
I'm with you, Tom.
I mean, I can actually tell when my girlfriend's about to have her period because she does get like moody. Like
Bit moody.
Like you can see, she knows as well. Like there's an actual change in her.
Does she hit you?
She beats me.
Okay.
Help. Send help. If
So-
she's listening.
So is she moody on her period too, or just before she gets it?
A bit, yeah, over the cycle, yeah. So you can tell just before she gets it because she's like normally real happy-go-lucky, but then she gets a bit darker. Like most people get that normally.
Like dark, like
Not
like,
overly,
like,
she's
like
just
a
very-
villain, like
yeah.
a villain.
Yeah.
Like she goes and kicks dogs and shit.
Yeah, like I'll be
kicks
like,
dogs and shit.
why have you got blood all over your clothes? And it's not from her period; it's from murdering people.
And so she'll walk in, you'll be like, "Hey, it's so good to see you," and she'll say,
Fuck off.
Yeah. And I'll
"Wow."
be like, wow, okay, that was a bit uncalled for. I'll be like, do you want to have some dinner? And she'll be like,
Fuck off.
And then you'll be like, "Where do you want to go on holiday?"
they're like,
China.
you know I don't like those people. And she'll be like,
Fuck off.
And then he was like, "Well, what's with pickles?" And she's like,
Please explain.
I'm like, you know, they're green, they're dick shaped. Why aren't they called dickles?
"That's gold. That's gold, Tom. You are nailing this."
Do you reckon you would do a whole set on pickles?
I think that's something for.
Do you reckon you could come to one of my open mics and you get up and do a whole bit of
Well, remember, we have a friend we want to send to do open mics, and we're going to play it on the podcast.
Oh,
And
no.
one of his whole routines can be about pickles.
That'd be pretty good.
That'd be pretty funny.
So pickled is when you put something in a jar.
Yep.
What happens if you put a pickle in a pickle? No, I'm not sure where I'm
That's
going
all
with
right.
that.
That's all right. Or can you pickle a cock? Is that what you're thinking?
I'm not sure.
Mm.
Can you pickle a pickle?
So they're in Japan. They always say if women's got their periods at the store, they need to wear badges.
Yeah, so it
I
says
honestly don't think that's the worst idea.
the plan was originally aimed at fostering sympathy among co-workers, but triggered massive public outcry with many labeling it creepy and crazy. I mean, you see the picture. It kind of looks like a heart with a cross on its nose, like a weird character with big fake lips.
I think it's gonna hard to talk about this on this podcast. Two straight white male men. You know, we don't have the female's perspective, so I'm gonna channel a female, and I'll talk about it as I would if my name was Frenchy.
Because we want all voices.
Hey, I'm female. I get my period sometimes. Sometimes I don't. Whoops. Who knows? I might be pregnant.
Welcome. So
hello, Tom.
thanks for coming on our podcast.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Hot Frenchy.
Thank you for having me.
What do you think about women in a department store having to wear badges to signify that they are on their periods?
I think, you know, like I get it because we be fucking crazy on our period. We are. We're like, don't say that shit. I'll fucking kill you. And then
so,
you're
for
like,
example,
okay,
we're working in a department store right now.
yes, I'm a woman.
And
I'm at a department store. Why are you getting paid more than me?
Can you stock that shelf?
What? Why?
That's your job.
But why can't you do it?
Because I'm the manager.
I'm on my fucking period, Tom.
Oh,
wow.
Can we get
wow.
Can we get her a badge?
Harassment. I'm just feeling bloated. Okay? And you're trying to get me to stock the shelves full of tampons. I get it. Oh, funny. You know I'm on my period. I got my badge. You know you're trying to I'm trying to stock tampons, are you? Heaps funny joke, fuckhead.
Oh my God.
Wow. So I actually no, I don't like the badges. Don't think they're a good idea. Change my mind again.
That was terrifying.
If I'm on my period, I don't want people to know. Do you know what I mean? You know what I mean? We don't make you wear a badge when you're impotent, which is a lot probably. Look at your little penis,
Jesus,
bitch.
I
We don't make you wear a badge when you're being a man and just like, oh, I'm a man, I'm a piece of yuck.
Is
What? My body, my decision.
Is it true? This is a weird question.
Yes.
I heard
Mm.
that in Indian culture,
They
that's what that symbol means on the head.
That the dot on the head means the woman's on her period. Is that really
That's
what
what
you
I've
think?
heard, yeah.
Wow. Why is there such a big stigma about periods anyway?
I don't know.
Well, you started it. You're the man. You're the one who has the stigma. That's just natural coming out the body. I wish we didn't get them. You know, you think I like getting this? You think I like getting this?
Frenchy's gone too deep in character. He's scaring me. Send help.
Well, I started taking the piss, being like, oh, yeah, fuck, yeah, we're crazy on the period. Then I was like, actually, no, I don't like getting this period. I really went full method. I went full method.
Yeah.
I would hate to get a period. Girls, we feel for you. It's my suck-end periods. You got blood coming out that thing.
Yeah, it's just a whole
And
lot
pee.
of effort.
Oh, you know the pee and the blood doesn't come out the same place? No, it doesn't.
Yeah, peas, there's a separate hole.
The little
I didn't
top
know
hole.
that for so long, bro.
Younger listeners, just so you know,
Vagina has two holes.
Little top hole vagina. Crazy. You reckon you can put a straw up the top hole?
It's probably, do you reckon it's similar size to the pee hole? Like a man pee hole?
I don't know. I've never tried to finger it.
Neither have I.
I don't
Challenge
think we
accepted.
should.
Okay, no.
Maybe that's how women have orgasms, though, because we've never.
True.
This podcast is going to shit,
It's been
ladies
weird.
and gentlemen.
It's been a weird one, guys.
It has been a weird one.
I mean, it might be a full moon.
I'm glad we got to share it with you, though. I'm glad you got to hear a few stories. We had a few laughs. We had a few cries. We did some voices. Not much singing.
Not enough. That wasn't the right song.
And we are
probably
probably going to end it here unless there's anything else you want
But
to talk
we
about.
are many,
And
and
for
for
all
all the lands on earth we come. We share a dream
and
and
have
sing
our
our
periods. Don't make me wear that fucking period badge.
I like that.
Yeah, just a little callback.
All right, let's end it with some good old-fashioned pickle-themed relatable content.
Okay, get your laughter ready, guys. So,
Why do pickles
okay.
always get paired up with mustard?
I don't know why.
Oh, it wasn't that type of joke. It was more observation. Yeah, thanks. Your turn.
So, So you know those people. You can have anything for a snack.
Mm.
You can have Doritos. You can have even an apple. Fine, you want to be healthy. Muesli bar, Nutri-Grain, ball sack. Some people eat pickles. Have you seen this? You go to their house, they pull out the pickle jar. Like, you want one? Like, why would I want a pickle? And then they eat it. Like it's a slimy cock. And I'm just like, what else do they have for a snack? You know, what else do they have? Cobra.
Some people are cucumbers,
Yeah, phew, I was going nowhere with that.
and some people are pickles. They're both the same on the inside, but they think they're better than me. I don't know where that was.
Eating a pickle is like shooting up a mall. Why?
Some people drink pickle juice, but you rarely hear people about. Why don't people drink carrot juice? They do.
Eating a pickle is like walking down the street and finding the most homeless person you can see and making out with him on the lips.
It's disgusting.
That was the point.
People who like pickles are like people who like terrorists. Un-American.
People who like pickles are like not people who don't thank the bus driver. People who like pickles are people who thank the bus driver too much by sucking his pickle cock.
Peter Piper picked a pack of pickles. I was trying to make a tongue twister. Pickled Petey packed a pack of pickled pedigree penises. You turned on me. All right, guys, that's all we got time for. Head over to Tom and Frenchy on Facebook. Give us a like. Keep up to date. Head over to patreon.com/Tom and Frenchy if you want to come to our Christmas party this Saturday, the 7th of December. It's going to be a good time.
Secret location.
Secret location.
Secret location.
It will be starting. We can give you a start time, say 4 p.m.
Maybe 3.
Probably 4, though.
Maybe 3.
I got something on.
Maybe 3.
So probably 4.
Maybe 3.
We'll be doing Pass the Parcel.
Yeah.
Frenchy will organise that.
Why not?
Got plenty of gifts to give out. And we might play some beer pong. And there'll be pickles for everyone.
Okay.
All right, I'll give us some music. Thanks for tuning in, guys. This has been the Tom and Frenchy podcast. And what a laugh we've had. There was that time we talked about pickles for most of the podcast.
Oh, it's still going.
Frenchy was a woman for way too long and got way too into it. And,
What do you mean by that, Tom?
Oh, my God, she's back. And, of course, we heard about those
Do you have any
dickheads.
pads?
Oh, my gosh. Women, huh?
That time.
Okay, bye.